The shuttle drifted toward Origa Station, its hull singing with the hum of grav thrusters. Inside the passenger cabin, a young human sat straight-backed, hands locked around a datapad. His name was Milo, and he had been picked for an engineering support contract in upper orbit. He had always imagined his first posting would be a quiet bunk, a toolbox, and long hours fixing coolant lines. He had not imagined anything strange waiting for him, because Milo was a calm thinker and believed the galaxy would treat him the same way he treated it. He was wrong. Origa Station gleamed like a silver crown around a blue giant star. Milo watched it through the window, thinking about all the rules he had studied. He thought about the training modules and the station culture briefings. He wondered if he would fit in among so many alien crews. Milo was a nerd in every sense. He liked schedules. He liked long explanations. He liked machines more than social talk. He hoped his roommates, whoever they were, would not mind a quiet human who loved old engineering manuals. The shuttle docked with a soft clang. Milo stepped out and breathed the filtered air. The station lights cast a pale flicker across metallic corridors. He walked toward the admin desk, where a tall insectoid officer scanned his ID. The officer handed him a room, assignment tag, and gave a brief nod. Milo thanked the officer and hurried toward the habitat ring, rolling his single luggage case behind him. He reached the door marked H-27. The door plate linked with 3 registered occupants already inside. Milo hesitated. He had prepared himself for sharing a unit, but he had not expected 3 others. He took a slow breath, pressed the panel, and stepped in. 3 pairs of bright eyes locked onto him. 3 tails swayed in perfect sudden stillness. Standing before him were 3 alien sisters of the Feliari race. They were tall, soft-furred, sharp-eared, and built like agile athletes. Each carried a distinct pattern of stripes. They stared at him with wide, alert curiosity, as if he were some new creature placed in their den. Milo froze. His mind emptied. His throat clicked. He raised a hand in a modest greeting and introduced himself. The eldest sister stepped forward and introduced her own name. She was Lyra. Her sisters, younger by small years, were named Virai and Nala. Their voices carried a musical purr under each word. They examined him with open interest, yet with calm manners. Lyra's tail flicked once. She asked if he was the new engineer posted to the upper coolant deck. Milo nodded. Virai leaned close, circling him once with a curious sniff, as if examining a new tool. Nala peeked from behind the couch, holding a tablet of some station drama. Milo felt heat rise in his face. He had read that Feliari were friendly. He had not read that they were this forward. Lyra stepped aside and welcomed him into their shared unit. She explained that the station had compressed assignments due to an unexpected power grid expansion. She said the admin placed him with them because they had extra space and because they worked compatible shifts. Milo thanked her sincerely. He walked inside, still stunned. Their shared space was a mix of neat and chaotic. Soft pillows and blankets covered the right side of the common room. Tools, holonovels, and energy drink tubes sat scattered on the left. A small climate platform hummed in the corner to maintain fur comfort levels. Milo felt out of place with his modest luggage and simple clothes. Lyra noticed his hesitation. She reassured him that they were easy roommates. She explained that they trained in EVA maintenance for external repairs. They spent most cycles outside the station hull. Milo relaxed a little. He placed his luggage down and chose a compact bunk on the left side. The sisters resumed their activities. Lyra coded a repair report. Virai cleaned her suit armor. Nala watched her drama and giggled at dramatic scenes. Milo assembled a small shelf near his bunk and sorted his books. He tried not to draw attention. He did not know the right way to socialize with alien cat sisters. He hoped silence was acceptable. When he finished unpacking, Lyra asked him if he knew how to cook basic station meals. Milo nodded. She pointed to the small galley. She said that Virai usually made meals, but she would not object to help. Virai raised her tail at the mention of her cooking. Milo offered to prepare something simple. He was not an expert, but he knew how to follow instructions. Milo stepped into the galley and opened the storage compartment. Lyra's keen eyes tracked him. She whispered a quiet remark to her sisters. Milo did not catch the words, but he saw their ears tilt upward. He chopped nutrient vegetables and prepared a mild broth that matched Feliari dietary settings. He worked quietly, focused on exact measurements. Virai moved closer, watching each step with interest. When he finished, he served 4 bowls. Lyra tasted hers first. Her ears tilted in pleasant surprise. Virai devoured hers with enthusiasm. Nale set aside her drama tablet and took a careful spoonful. All 3 stared at Milo again. For the first time, Milo realized the stares were not about suspicion. They were about approval. Lyra said the broth was balanced. Virai said it tasted warm and clean. Nala said she wanted another bowl. Milo felt a shy pride. He had never expected to impress alien roommates with something so basic. The cycles passed with growing comfort. Milo worked on the upper deck, fixing coolant regulators. The job was straightforward. The machinery responded well to careful hands and patient adjustments. He returned each shift to find the sisters lounging across pillows or returning from EVA drills with frost on their suits. They often asked about his day. He answered in short sentences. They asked more. He answered more. A rhythm formed. Virai was the most energetic. She dragged him into the lounge deck to show him gravity ball games. She asked him questions about human movies. She demanded he explain old Earth hobbies. Milo answered with shy enthusiasm. He did not realize how charming his rambling was to the sisters. Nala was gentle. She shared her holonovels with him. She sat near him on the couch, tail curled neatly, as he read. She enjoyed hearing his thoughts on plot twists. Milo enjoyed how earnestly she listened. Lyra watched all interactions with calm pride. She asked him questions about human problem-solving. She liked understanding how engineers thought. She admired how Milo could take a complex system and find order within it. Milo admired her leadership. They grew close in quiet, simple steps. One cycle, a station alarm cut through the halls. A coolant breach had erupted near the outer deck. Milo rushed to his station. Engineers scrambled in every direction. The breach threatened to ignite the reactor backup coils. Milo's hands shook, but he ran anyway. Lyra and her sisters arrived at the same time. They wore EVA suits and carried emergency patches. Lyra looked at Milo through her visor and gave a single firm nod. Milo steadied himself. The breach chamber roared with escaping plasma steam. Milo crawled into the crawl space, hands gripping coolant hoses. Lyra and her sisters sealed cracks from outside the hull, while Milo rerouted pressure valves from inside. The station shook. The reactor coils flickered red. Milo forced his nerves down and focused on every connection point. His voice came steady through the com. He instructed Lyra where to place each patch. She followed without hesitation. Virai anchored cables while Nala held the stabilizer clamps. Milo worked like a machine of pure logic. He rerouted pressure. He changed flow paths. He sealed the final valve with a slam of his wrench. The alarms went silent. The chamber steadied. Milo slumped with relief. Lyra helped him crawl out of the hatch. She placed a gloved hand on his shoulder. Virai cheered. Nala clapped her hands. Milo looked at them with tired eyes and realized something. He had not worked alone. They had trusted him in a moment of danger. They had followed his commands. They had treated him not as a burden, but as a teammate. The station director sent them a commendation. Milo tried to hide behind the sisters during the ceremony, but Vairi pulled him forward. Lyra spoke on behalf of the team and credited Milo with saving the coolant network. The director praised his calm mind. Milo felt warmth he had never felt on Earth. He felt he belonged. After the ceremony, they returned to their unit. Vairi tossed pillows at him to celebrate. Nala placed a small gift on his bunk, a holocharm shaped like a star. Lyra stood beside him and told him that the station would have suffered catastrophic damage without him. Milo thanked her with genuine emotion. In the following cycle, something shifted. The sisters treated him with deeper familiarity. They asked about his favorite comforts. They asked what meals he preferred. They saved space for him on the couch. They shared stories of their homeworld forests. Milo shared stories of rainy human cities, old computers, and childhood dreams. They listened with soft purrs of interest. One cycle, the lights dimmed during evening rest hours. Nala curled on one side of the couch, Vairi on the floor shaping a puzzle kit, and Lyra leaned near the galley counter. Milo sat at his bunk reading. Lyra called his name. He looked up. She asked if he felt comfortable here. Milo said yes. She asked if he liked living with them. Milo said yes. She asked if he wanted to stay assigned with them for the long term. Milo hesitated because he had never been wanted with such honest openness. He finally answered yes. Lyra's tail swayed once in quiet satisfaction. Vairi shouted approval. Nala smiled bright enough to make Milo blush. From then on, Milo was not just a roommate. He was part of their small chosen family. The sisters encouraged him to pursue upgrades in the engineering track. They helped him rehearse for advance.